What's up, guys? It's Casey with KCS Games here, and I am bringing you to another competitive corner. And this time we have Zodiac Eldritch. I think the deck is very strong and definitely a top pick for the upcoming format after the ban list. Assuming Eldritch or Zeus or anything like that doesn't get hit, this deck would be very, very strong, considering it's been able to take some top spots in some select tournaments so far. So I just want to get into it. The main deck is 100% a carbon copy of a guy named Paulo. His last finish, he got first place in the 3v3 in the LCS tournament. I tried tweaking some things in the main deck, and honestly, the only thing is I don't own the black elixir, so I'm playing the white one, and honestly I didn't feel any different about it. It was pretty good. And there's some changes in the side and extra, but that was just because he played some pretty crazy stuff, and I'll link his video down below. So without any further ado, let's jump into it. So you play 2 Thoroughblade, mainly because he's the 1600 piercer, and then you play a Rapier, which at first I didn't understand why this was in here, because like you don't play Megaclops or anything, and then I realized it's here to send either one of these guys. Sorry for the glare, I just realized it's there. Anyway, it's to basically be a second copy of either of these, so that's pretty cool. So you have 6 zoo monsters, you have your barrage and 3 Tinky, so there's 10 zoo cards. And then for Eldritch, you have your 2 big boys, your 3 Eldlands, the white elixir this time. Having the 4th elixir is pretty handy. And then you play 3 Conch, 3 Sanguine, and 3 Huaquero for 15 Eldritch cards. And then 15 hand traps. This is what I liked about the deck. On average, you draw 2 hand traps every single game. So going first or second, as long as your hand traps are relevant in the matchup, you're golden. It's crazy how consistent it is too. But yeah, you play Ash, and Bell isn't 100% needed right now. If anything, I might try out Nibiru again, but honestly, just summoning Borbo, swinging directly, and then making a 6 material Zeus actually just cleans up boards pretty nicely. So yeah, I don't actually think Nibiru is needed, and Bell's just like, it is good. Like it's nice to protect your Eldritch cards when they go to DD Crow. So there's that. And then 3 Skullmeister. This card is insane. When you have the space for this, you literally just beat decks that you probably shouldn't in game 1, alongside with 3 Droll and 3 DD Crow. It was just like a super anti-meta pick. But yeah, 15 hand traps, 15 Eldritch cards, 10 zoo. Really, really awesome deck. I did see something recently on his channel about Pot of Prosperity. I'd like to see what he's doing with it. There's definitely, surprisingly, enough space in the extra deck to banish 3 consistently. So, and I'll show you what those are. So to start us off, we just got the 1 Hammer Kong and the 1 Trident, and 2 Tiger, 2 Chakanine, and 2 Borbo. In his list, he only plays 1. If I could talk to him, I would love to know why. Because I think the fact that he's playing the 2nd Zeus, you'd want a 2nd way to attack directly, but that's just me. And then you have Vespinato. Honestly, the games don't last that long. Like you literally just blow them out and then get enough guys on board and to win the game. Like it's kind of insane. A lot of decks put too much of their hand onto the board. They just commit, and then when you just consistently can make this card and back it up with hand traps so that you're not committing anything to field, or Eldritch cards which recycle themselves, yeah, this is just insane. So anyway, this is one of the cards you could technically hit with the Pot of Prosperity if you want to try it. I would not hit a second copy of Zeus. It does come up. Vespinato you can make either by stacking on top of a zoo, or you can make it with 2 level 5s, so your traps. So that's pretty useful. It doesn't always get to be used in the match, so that's one that you can definitely Pot of Prosperity. And then any of these. So he played Vampire Sucker, and honestly, you probably could. I don't think that's wrong. It's just I wanted something else to go into with Alsa. If I steal one of their monsters, I wanted to be able to go into Unicorn, but it's not necessary. So like, basically, I guess the only one that you specifically need to not banish in a match would probably be either Link Spider or Phoenix. These don't always come up, so this is why Pot of Prosperity actually might make the deck even more busted. I don't know exactly what I would cut down. Maybe a hand trap, like I was discussing with Bell, or maybe just side deck certain, like, I don't need this card. It's not like super important, and you definitely don't need the second Thoroughblade. It's nice to draw a card, but like those two right there could be Pot of Prosperity, and yeah, it could be pretty sweet. So there's that. And then for the side deck, it's a bit different from what he had. I did it more for my locals. So we did 3 Lancia because it's awesome. Yeah, honestly, you could main deck that this format. Drytron's on Lancia against Virtual World, and Virtual World is now way more focused on making their trap live and summoning back something. So like, you can really catch them off guard by Lanciaing them. With that being said, they can still make VFD or Calamities, whatever you want to call them. This is our going second thing, so obviously you can't play this deck with this card going first, so you want to side deck it, and it's mainly for Calamities. You could catch Drytron with it, potentially. You could catch other decks, but your deck doesn't lose to a hand trap, so you don't really care about this part going first. It's just really it's one of the best hand traps to stop your opponent from comboing, so it's really good siding. Some back row hates, and then some ridiculous cardage. If you don't know what this card is, until the end of your next turn, after this card resolves, neither player can add cards from the deck to their hand except by drawing them. Well, that makes exactly Cursed Eldland and Tenki dead. That's it. So against Drytron or Dragon Link, you could just set this and flip it up, and you basically shut off their turn. So it's pretty insane. And then I wanted a card that if I was forced to go first, or if I felt like going first would make sense, I put in 3 strikes. This can be different cards. It could be the 3rd Mistaken Arrest, the 3rd Cosmic Cyclone, and like a red reboot or something. It could be a lot of different things, but this is just what I chose for the locals, and it did pretty good for me. So anyway, I just wanted to make this a quick little video. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave a comment down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And hopefully I can keep doing a couple of these. I'll be shoving out a couple more deck profiles before the ban list hits, but this one is definitely a keeper for the upcoming format. So yeah, into the next video. I'll see you guys later. Bye.